My beloved child. There's a silence around you tonight, but heaven is speaking louder than ever. Something inside you has been restless, like your soul knows someone's spirit is reaching for you from afar. Every heartbeat you've felt lately isn't just your own, it's being echoed by someone who can't stop thinking about you. He sees your face in moments when the world quiets down. He pretends to move on, but your energy still lingers in his chest like a whisper that refuses to fade. Every sunrise reminds him of what he once denied but could never escape, you. Archangel Michael says the age difference that once separated you was never a barrier in heaven's design. It was part of the divine equation, a way for both souls to meet beyond logic and beyond the world's opinion. He was sent to guide you, to heal you, to mirror a part of your soul that you once forgot existed. But now, something sacred is happening. His heart has begun to burn again for what he thought time had stolen away. Destiny is moving, quietly, gently, yet with a force that cannot be resisted. Type Amen to get blessing 333. He tries to distract himself with noise, with work, with empty smiles. But in every silence, your name still calls to him. His spirit remembers the sound of your laughter, the gentleness in your eyes, the way your soul didn't need words to understand him. He thought the distance would help him forget, but instead, it became the reason he remembered everything. Heaven allowed that separation so both of you could grow into the versions you were destined to become. Because love meant to last must be tested through silence and time. There are nights he wakes up suddenly, his heart racing, feeling like he's missing a piece of himself. That missing piece is you, the one who carries his spiritual reflection. You may not know it, but your thoughts have been pulling him closer, inch by inch, through the invisible thread that still binds your souls. And now, heaven whispers that something is about to shift. A reunion is aligning under the light of divine timing, not too early, not too late, but precisely when your heart is ready to recognize it as destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 444. He has battled within himself, torn between logic and feeling. The world told him it couldn't work, that the years in between would always stand as walls. But what he's learning now is that love built by God isn't bound by calendars, it's timeless, sacred, eternal. He remembers how you made him feel alive when everything else felt dull. How your presence brought youth back into his tired heart, how your laughter turned his fear into courage. You reminded him that love isn't about age, it's about alignment. And you, my child, you felt the same vibration too, didn't you? That unexplainable warmth that rushed through you when you thought of him? That's heaven's confirmation. That's the light of destiny awakening both your souls to what was always meant. Archangel Michael says your connection was written before time. Heaven doesn't call it a mistake, it calls it a masterpiece that human minds cannot understand. The more he resists, the more his spirit aches. The more he tries to forget, the deeper your name sinks into his being. Type Amen to get blessing 555. He sees signs everywhere, your initials, your favorite song, the time on the clock matching your birth hour. He doesn't talk about it, but heaven watches as he pauses every time those signs appear, his heart trembling because he knows. He feels the same pull you've been feeling. That sudden rush of emotion, those dreams that feel too real to ignore. You both have been walking parallel paths that now begin to converge again. It's not coincidence, its orchestration. You see, God had to separate you for a season so that maturity, faith, and purpose could be born. The age gap wasn't to divide, it was to teach. One of you carried wisdom, the other carried hope. Together, you balance what the other lacked. And soon, a divine message will reach him. It might come through a name, a dream, or a song he can't stop hearing. That moment will unlock everything he's been suppressing. The moment when heaven finally says, "Now, my child, go back, it's time." Type Amen to get blessing 666. There's a glow surrounding your energy now, brighter than it's ever been. It's the light that attracts his thoughts even from miles away. You may think it's coincidence that he keeps appearing in your dreams, but it's not. He's feeling your spirit calling him back home. Heaven wants you to know, what is destined cannot be lost. Even when time, distance, or difference tries to hide it, love written by divine ink cannot be erased. The angels have been aligning your story quietly while you've been healing, preparing your heart for this final chapter. Archangel Michael says, "Be still. Don't chase, don't force, don't doubt. The one who carries your divine memory will return, not out of guilt, but out of truth. Out of a realization that no other connection can mirror what yours does." Heaven's plan has been unfolding like a silent symphony, each note drawing you both nearer to the same frequency. You are being guided back to each other, not by choice, but by divine appointment. Type Amen to get blessing 777. He once thought you were too young to understand his pain, too innocent to handle his chaos. But what he didn't realize was that your purity was his healing. The way you saw through him, beyond the layers, beyond the walls, it terrified him because it felt like destiny in human form. Now that he's older, wiser, and quieter, he finally understands that love wasn't supposed to fit the rules, it was meant to break the chains of fear. And now, every lesson has brought him back to you, not as who he was, but as who he's become. Your energy is magnetizing him without effort. Every time he closes his eyes, heaven shows him the same vision, your face glowing under divine light, waiting patiently without anger. You became his peace when the world became his storm. And soon, he will move. Not out of impulse, but because heaven will make the silence too loud to ignore. A message, a call, or a visit, something will awaken destiny's final act. Type Amen to get blessing 888. My beloved child, prepare yourself with grace. This is not just a reunion, it's a revelation. You are not returning to the past is returning to you transformed. What once broke you will now bless you. The angels are wrapping you in calmness, so when his name appears again, you will meet it not with fear, but with divine understanding. Heaven wants you ready, not desperate, not doubtful, but aware that destiny never rushes. It arrives right on time. He carries guilt in his heart for not recognizing your worth sooner. He will confess that the age gap made him fear judgment. But what he will also admit is that he never stopped loving you, because he couldn't. You became his prayer when he stopped praying. And heaven smiled when your souls crossed. Because both of you carry light for each other, the kind of light that the world rarely witnesses. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Soon, there will be alignment. Conversations that never happened will unfold with divine ease. The truth you both buried will finally breathe. And every unanswered why will turn into a sacred now. My beloved child, do not fear what's ahead. You are walking into a chapter that has been guarded by angels since before your first heartbeat. Every tear you've cried has watered the roots of a love that was never gone, only waiting. Archangel Michael says, when you feel the urge to give up, remember, destiny doesn't compete, it completes. You were chosen for this kind of love because your heart could hold what others could not. Be patient for just a little longer. The miracle is not coming from outside, it's unfolding through you. Your energy, your growth, your forgiveness have become the invitation heaven was waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. The age gap, the distance, the silence, all of it was the sacred disguise of divine timing. Heaven doesn't rush what it plans to make eternal. And this time, when He comes, it won't be confusion, it will be clarity, peace, and purpose. He will tell you that you were the one who awakened His soul when everyone else only touched His surface. That no matter how much He tried to outgrow the feeling, it always led Him back to you. Because you weren't a mistake, you were the prophecy. And you, my child, must receive this message with peace. Not as a surprise, but as a homecoming. You are stepping into the moment heaven has been preparing for years, the merging of two souls that finally understand what they were created for. This isn't about romance anymore. It's about destiny completing its promise. And when it happens, the whole universe will sigh in relief, because love has found its way home again. My beloved child, stay with me now, because what's unfolding ahead will make every lonely night finally make sense. The universe is not just aligning paths, it's rewriting timelines so that two souls who once crossed in silence can now meet in divine recognition. Every delay, every detour, every heartbreak was heaven's preparation, not punishment. He's been walking through quiet realizations. The faces he meets blur away, but the memory of you remains sharp, alive, untamed. Your laughter became a melody his soul can't delete, and now that melody is calling him back, stronger than ever. He no longer sees the years as a wall. Instead, he sees them as pages of wisdom you both had to write separately before destiny could merge your stories again. The angels whisper his name when you think of him, they whisper your name when he dreams. This is divine synchronization, the final phase of your connection's awakening. Heaven says, what's meant for you doesn't need to be chased. It finds you in stillness, in faith, in alignment. You've already done the work by healing your heart and standing in your light. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. There's a moment approaching, a sacred encounter designed by heaven's own timing. It could be a message, a visit, or a seemingly small coincidence that suddenly feels enormous. But when it happens, your soul will know. The air will shift, your heartbeat will quicken, and peace will follow right after. He will stand before you, not as the man who left, but as the man who finally understood. He will look into your eyes and see home, not youth, not difference, not time, just home. The eyes that once watched him walk away will now watch him return, softer, steadier, ready. Archangel Michael says your patience has been your power. You didn't chase, you didn't fight the current, you trusted divine order. That's why the blessing is now being released. The angels have finished rearranging what once seemed impossible. He's closer than you think, my child. Even if distance remains in the physical, his spirit is already on its way back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Heaven has been sending confirmations to both of you. The repeating numbers, the random reminders, the waves of emotion that come and go without reason, all divine nudges. The energy between you has reawakened, and it can no longer stay hidden. Your love story isn't about age, it's about alignment. It's about two souls learning that destiny sometimes disguises itself as impossibility. You were chosen to experience this kind of love because your hearts could withstand what others would fear. He tried to silence the longing by pretending it wasn't real. But every time he closed his eyes, the angels replayed moments of you. Every touch, every word, every memory resurfaced until resistance turned into surrender. And now, heaven has decided, it's time for the reunion. The season of separation has served its purpose. The season of revelation begins. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. He will come not because he needs to fill an emptiness, but because his soul can no longer deny what it's been yearning for. Love that began as coincidence has become a covenant, a promise written by divine hands. When your paths cross again, there won't be fireworks or noise. It will be quiet, holy, familiar. Like the universe exhaled after holding its breath for too long. You'll both realize that the distance never truly existed, it was only a classroom for your souls. The lessons of patience, faith, forgiveness, and surrender were the final tests before heaven could release this blessing. Archangel Michael says, "The heart knows before the eyes do." Trust that inner recognition. When your souls meet again, it won't feel like something new. It will feel like something ancient returning home. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. He's been preparing, even unknowingly. The same way you've been guided to release old fears, he's been guided to face his truth. There were moments when he wanted to reach out, but heaven stopped him, not because it wasn't meant, but because it wasn't time. Now, that divine green light has turned on. The angels have cleared the blockages. The energy between you is flowing freely again. Every prayer you whispered in silence has been heard, my child. Every tear was collected by heaven. And now, that love, once hidden, will be revealed in perfect harmony. You will see it in small signs first, then in undeniable events that unfold like a divine screenplay written just for you. This is not fantasy. This is the divine fulfilling what it promised your soul before you were even born. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Your heart will recognize him before your mind does. There will be that instant stillness, that knowing without logic. The years that once divided you will suddenly feel like seconds. All that will remain is truth. He will speak with sincerity, no pretense, no hesitation, no fear. He will tell you what his heart has held all this time, that you changed everything for him. That you taught him what love means when it's guided by heaven, not the world. You'll feel peace, not chaos. That's how you'll know it's divine. Love from God doesn't rush or confuse, it steadies and heals. And when it comes to stay. Archangel Michael says, do not doubt the timing, doubt was your past, faith is your now. Heaven's orchestration is perfect. You are moments away from a divine unveiling that will confirm every sign you've ever received. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. There will be people who won't understand, who will judge or whisper. But heaven says, let them. They were never assigned to understand your destiny. They are spectators, not participants, in this divine alignment. Your story was written in spiritual ink, not human opinion. You don't owe explanations to anyone. The one who truly matters already knows your worth because heaven has shown him your light. He will no longer see the gap, only grace. No longer see years, only eternity. He will come not out of impulse but reverence, because he finally realizes he's walking toward a soul heaven handpicked for him. This is love beyond rules. Love beyond fear. Love beyond time. And it's coming faster than you think. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. My beloved child, prepare your space, your heart, your energy. Heaven is making room for this reunion to unfold with ease. You'll notice synchronicities speeding up, dreams, thoughts, feelings aligning perfectly. Stay calm when it begins. Don't rush, don't force, let it flow naturally. The angels are guiding every step, ensuring both hearts meet at the same vibration. This man has carried your name in silence long enough. Now the silence ends. The love you thought was gone will return with clarity, maturity, and devotion. And when it does, you'll understand, it was never about the age, it was always about the assignment. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Heaven smiles upon you, my child. Because you chose patience over pressure, faith over fear, peace over proving. You trusted the unseen, and now the unseen is becoming visible. He's about to reach out. When he does, stay grounded. Speak from love, not memory. Listen with your soul, not your scars. What's ahead is sacred, treat it that way. Archangel Michael says, love ordained by heaven doesn't need to shout, it simply arrives and stays. And that's what's happening now. You are entering a divine season of restoration, hearts reuniting, time redeeming, purpose unfolding. Heaven is proud of you. My beloved child. Stay still, for the heavens are not yet finished revealing what's been hidden from your sight. The energy around you has shifted, subtle but powerful, like a wave building before it touches the shore. The universe is preparing a sacred meeting that will not only confirm your purpose but seal a divine promise long delayed. You can almost feel it in your bones, can't you? That gentle pressure in the air, that magnetic pull tugging at your chest. It's not your imagination, it's His Spirit moving closer, guided by angels who refuse to let this love fade into memory. Archangel Michael says that what once felt like a dream is about to manifest into form. The distance between your souls has been reduced by faith, and heaven is now placing the final bridge between you. This isn't the return of an old chapter, it's the birth of a sacred new one. You are walking into divine confirmation, where every unanswered question will dissolve into divine clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. He has spent nights thinking about the way you looked at him, that gaze that seemed to read through every wall he tried to build. The world told him it was wrong, that love couldn't cross generations. But heaven has always known the truth, divine love recognizes essence, not numbers. The way you anchored peace in his chaos, the way you made him feel seen when he felt invisible, that's the love his soul couldn't forget. Every face he's seen since then fades in comparison, because no one carries your frequency. You are the stillness that quiets his storm. He has tried to outrun this connection, convincing himself it was over. Yet every time he thinks he's free, life finds ways to whisper your name back into his heart. Destiny is patient, my child, it never loses what belongs to it. Heaven is now whispering in both your dreams, aligning visions, aligning timing, aligning hearts. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. The signs are multiplying. You may feel sudden warmth around your hands, hear songs that remind you of him at strange hours, or see repeating numbers like 222, 333, or 555. These are not coincidences. They are divine markers, reminders that your story is under angelic supervision. You are not waiting in vain. You are standing on the edge of manifestation. Heaven has cleared the path that once felt blocked by fear, doubt, and confusion. The angels have rewritten the timeline, and this time, it leads straight to you. He is beginning to see your light again in every reflection. When he looks into the mirror, it's not his own eyes he recognizes, it's yours. You've become the compass guiding him home, the sacred pull he can no longer ignore. Archangel Michael says, when two souls are bound by divine decree, not even time can dilute their truth. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. He's tired of running. The pretending, the silence, the walls, they no longer protect him, they only isolate him from the peace he truly desires. He's realizing that no matter where he goes, your essence follows. It's not haunting, it's healing. Heaven says he's finally ready. Ready to confront the truth that this connection isn't random, it's a reflection of divine timing and divine trust. The age gap wasn't to divide you, it was to test if love could rise above human understanding. And you, my child, have proven worthy. You held faith when the world told you to let go. You believed when reason mocked you. And now, your faith is being rewarded in ways your mind can't yet grasp. What's coming next isn't fantasy, it's prophecy fulfilling itself. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Heaven's clock has struck alignment. You may soon receive a message, a glance, or a voice that sounds too familiar to be random. When it happens, stay calm, your angels will confirm it through peace, not panic. He's been battling his emotions, torn between fear and faith. But God's hand is stronger than confusion. The same divine voice that once whispered, "Wait," is now saying, "Go." He's remembering the little things, the sound of your voice, the softness of your energy, the way you smiled when he doubted himself. Those memories have turned into divine triggers, pushing him toward the path of courage. He's not just thinking of you, he's being guided back to you. The universe doesn't replay something twice unless it has purpose. And this, my child, is the replay of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You are about to experience divine confirmation through alignment, not effort. The message, the sign, the presence, it will all come together seamlessly. When it happens, you'll feel warmth rise through your body, a peace so deep it silences doubt. That is your spiritual signal. Heaven doesn't rush, it refines. The space between you was never punishment, it was sacred preparation. Both hearts had to grow into the strength of this love. And now that both have, nothing can stand in the way. He's realizing that no matter where he goes, your essence follows. It's not haunting, it's healing. Heaven says he's finally ready. Ready to confront the truth that this connection isn't random, it's a reflection of divine timing and divine trust. The age gap wasn't to divide you, it was to test if love could rise above human understanding. And you, my child, have proven worthy. You held faith when the world told you to let go. You believed when reason mocked you. And now, your faith is being rewarded in ways your mind can't yet grasp. What's coming next isn't fantasy, it's prophecy fulfilling itself. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Heaven's clock has struck alignment. You may soon receive a message, a glance, or a voice that sounds too familiar to be random. When it happens, stay calm, your angels will confirm it through peace, not panic. He's been battling his emotions, torn between fear and faith. But God's hand is stronger than confusion. The same divine voice that once whispered, "Wait," is now saying, "Go." He's remembering the little things, the sound of your voice, the softness of your energy, the way you smiled when he doubted himself. Those memories have turned into divine triggers, pushing him toward the path of courage. He's not just thinking of you, he's being guided back to you. The universe doesn't replay something twice unless it has purpose. And this, my child, is the replay of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. You are about to experience divine confirmation through alignment, not effort. The message, the sign, the presence, it will all come together seamlessly. When it happens, you'll feel warmth rise through your body, a peace so deep it silences doubt. That is your spiritual signal. Heaven doesn't rush, it refines. The space between you was never punishment, it was sacred preparation. Both hearts had to grow into the strength of this love. And now that both have, nothing can stand in the way. Archangel Michael says, the promise made in heaven cannot be broken by earth. So when destiny knocks, open the door with grace, not fear. This is what your spirit prayed for. The man who once hesitated is now awakening. The angels have touched his heart. His next move will not be ordinary, it will be guided. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. My beloved child, heaven smiles upon your faith. You've held on, even when silence tried to convince you it was over. That strength is why the blessing has been released. He's about to speak words you've waited lifetimes to hear. Words that bring closure, peace, and clarity. It won't just be an apology, it will be acknowledgement of destiny. He will tell you that you were the light that led him out of his darkness. That even when time passed, you never left his prayers. You became the heartbeat that reminded him love was real. And now, as he returns, heaven wants you to remember, this isn't about winning someone back. It's about walking into what has always been yours by divine design. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Heaven is orchestrating the perfect moment, not for drama, but for peace. When your eyes meet again, everything will make sense. The years will melt, and what remains will be truth. He will look at you differently this time, not as the one he feared to love, but as the one his soul can no longer live without. You'll see sincerity where there was hesitation. You'll feel certainty where there once was doubt. The universe will hold its breath as your paths intertwine again. Every angel will bear witness to the fulfillment of this divine script written long before you ever met. Archangel Michael says, "You were not waiting in vain. You were waiting for readiness. And now, that readiness is here." Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Prepare your heart, my child. A chapter of peace, love, and divine balance is being written for you. The pain of yesterday is transforming into the promise of tomorrow. This connection, once hidden in silence, will now speak through miracles. He will come not to disrupt your healing, but to complete it. Not to reopen wounds, but to seal them with truth. What you both feel isn't returning, it's being reborn. Heaven's timing has arrived. Stay grounded, stay gentle, stay trusting. You are about to witness how destiny keeps its word. And when it happens, the stars themselves will whisper, "This is what forever was always meant to look like."